Hey guys, it's btaylortv, and before I get started and show you a series of videos of women talking about how fearful it is to reject a man because it can be between life and death, simply by saying, no, thank you, I'm not interested. Because these men, these modern men with these fragile egos, and they've been coddled their entire life, where they go into a fit of rage and lose all of their marbles when a woman simply says no, and now they're embarrassed, and now they feel like they need to retaliate. So I'm going to go into showing you these videos collectively of women talking about their experiences and how they actually fear every day saying no to a man.
I tell my husband all the time that if a man approaches me while I'm out by myself and asks me for my phone number, I'm going to give him my phone number. And I'm going to give him my phone number not because I want him, but because I want to make it back home to my husband and my children safely. Some men cannot take rejection.
What she said is 100% accurate, and it's sad that it's gotten to that point. I remember a couple years ago here in the city of Philadelphia, a young lady rejected a guy inside of a nightclub. He asked for her number. She said, "Sorry, I'm taken." And whether she was taken or not, he should have took no and moved on about his day. But instead, when she left the club, he followed her out, shot her dead, 3 times to the chest, point blank. This lady was a mother of 2. She was engaged, had a fiance, and because this narcissist who couldn't take no for an answer decided, "You embarrassed me, now nobody else is going to have you," her kids have to grow up without a mother. Her fiance will not experience having her as a wife. This is why I say, ladies, get your license to carry, get a firearm, come take a shooting class. I own Advanced Concept Shooting Academy. One of the classes that I offer for free is Acclimation to Firearms. I don't need the money. This is why I offer that class for free. This is not to take business from anybody else. This is because the right to defend your life is your right, and 911 will not be there in a split second.
Y'all don't mind me. I'm getting dressed. That's why I look like this. But I really need to say this, and I really need y'all to listen. Since we are not talking about it enough, I'm going to go ahead and say it. A lot of the times, especially as women, we be giving out our phone numbers out of fear, not because we really fucking want you people to have our numbers. Hello, I'm guilty of this. I have absolutely given out my number to somebody, either A, on social media because I'm like, dang, I don't want them to try and slander me online because I don't want to give them my number. Or B, in person because I'm outside at nighttime by myself and I don't want to get attacked because somebody's mad that I don't want to give them my number, so I have to be mindful. Oh, and before I have the stupid people that come into my comments and say that doesn't happen, there's a lot of examples this year alone of women who have been getting attacked, kidnapped, beat up, raped, and all types of stuff just because they didn't want to give somebody their phone number. So, I feel like it sucks that we're in a place where it's like we have to do things like this just because we're scared of how people handle rejection. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Rejection is a part of life, and some of y'all be like, really like what? Some of y'all really be confused, mind boggled when you get rejected by somebody that you want. Newsflash, just because you want somebody doesn't mean they want you. Wow, why didn't your mommy and daddy teach you that as a kid? And if you didn't have parents, well, hell, here's a newsflash for you. Rejection is a part of life, but you can't go around attacking people and slandering them because you couldn't get the phone number. So to sum it all up, when you guys get people's numbers, it may not always be because they wanted you to have it or they're interested. It might have been because they didn't know how the hell you were going to react.
Okay, the worst type of guy is the fake nice guy who makes you feel like you're a terrible person just for not being interested in him. The other day, this guy that I have to see all the time comes up to me in person and asks if I wanted to go grab food with him. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much for asking, but I'm so busy right now. I can't. He was like, that's so weird because you posted on your Instagram story that you're literally doing absolutely nothing today and you have no plans. I was like, I did? That doesn't sound like me. He literally called me out. It was so awkward. I was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna do some improv right now. I have to go get in a car. I have to go find a car to get into. So that's so crazy that I posted that because I have to go drive somewhere alone without you. And he was like, Becca, it's cool. I'm not mad at you. I'll just text you. What's your number? I was like, oh, okay. Thank God. Yeah, I'll give you my number.
Okay, first of all, that dude is a walking red flag. Fellas, if you are anything like this, you need to stop yesterday. I just saw that you posted a status on Facebook. I saw that you were online 20 minutes ago. Why haven't you responded to me? I texted you 3 times. You are so clingy and so desperate and so repulsive, and I guarantee you've got major control and insecurity issues on the side. So yeah, ladies, avoid men like that for sure. But today we are going to focus on accountability and boundaries, because look at this comment right here from the creator. Why do we have to be the ones to tell them to stop? Why am I responsible for my own boundaries? What kind of question is that? There is no accountability in this conversation whatsoever. It's funny how we're going to be out here creating a viral video about blaming the nice guy when it's women like this who are trying so hard to be the nice girl that they can't even say no to the things that they don't want. This comment says, why do I have to let them know that I'm not interested when you haven't even let them know that you're not interested? You actually even gave them your number. Video goes on to talk about how he has messaged her for 9 days in a row without a response from her. He can't take a hint, etc. And then she runs into him, and then she continues to make excuses for why she can't see him rather than telling him that she is not interested.
He's like, why haven't you been answering my texts? I've been texting you. I just wanted to take you to dinner. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm the worst person on this earth right now. I need to be put down. I don't reply to anyone. I'm such a bad texter.
You hear that, right? The excuses. Oh, I'm just such a bad person. Oh, I'm just such a bad texter. Feel bad for me. I'm the bad person. They're trying to be the nice person. They're trying to be the nice girl, but they want to blame the nice guy, right? Make it make sense. If you struggle to say no to things, then you also technically can't say yes to anything either. You are a byproduct of other people. And it needs to be said that allowing a man that you are not interested in to invest interest in you is a dangerous game. And the wildest thing, the women who struggle to have boundaries for the men that they don't want often have boundaries that are exploited by the men that they do.
Now, the video of the woman who was married and who is married saying that she still, as a married woman, give her number out to a guy because she is in fear and wants to make it back home to her husband. Because yes, ladies, even if you are married, you cannot be protected 24/7. And this is why I do advise women to either carry some form of weapon, whether it's pepper spray, a taser, or that heavy heat metal. Okay, because your girl is from the South. So I am all for women carrying that heat on them, because these men are getting dangerous every day and more reckless every day and more entitled every day, to the point where women are now fearing for their lives by simply saying, no, thank you. I am not interested. You don't know if you're going to get hit over the head, punched in the face. I mean, in New York City, there were a ton of women coming out saying that how they were getting punched in their head. Like, women, the only way you can protect yourself is not by looking for other men to protect you. It's by gaining wisdom and self-awareness and walking around the world street smart. You cannot be walking around town as a woman looking down at your phone. I learned this in college, is that you are less likely to get robbed by someone if you look them in their eyes as they are passing you by. Okay, when you look somebody in their eye, they're less likely to attack you than someone who avoids eye contact and looks down at their phone, because psychology says that they feel there's a sense that a security that goes off in their head that this person may remember who I am and they can see me and they can see right through me. So they are going for the easy targets, which are people who are not paying attention. Like in New York City, these women who are not paying attention are being attacked by men because maybe that man was trying to get their attention. Maybe he felt rejected even by her not even looking at him. Nonetheless, I truly understand. And this is why I personally do not give out my phone number. What I do is say, oh, what's your Instagram? I'll follow you. And I will give him my Instagram, and I will simply say, I don't give out my number right away because I've had some very odd experiences, but I wouldn't mind giving you my Instagram and we can follow each other and ease the tension of I'll follow you bad. And yes, as annoying as this sounds, and as much as you want to have an attitude, and as much as you want to be on the defense, this can be a life or death situation, especially if the man is very pushy. You don't know if this man's been stalking you, following you. You do not know. And men that want to tell women to put a smile on their face and not walking around like they're mad all the time, I do think that a smile can be your weapon. A smile, I always smile. If a man come up to me, I always smile. I'm nice. I'm laughing. I don't want to create negative energy. I don't want to rise any type of demonic energy out of his body to come after me. So I want to tame the beast so I can get home and be safe. I don't get anything out of embarrassing someone in the public eye, especially a man with a fragile ego who is 10 times powerful than I am and could probably show me better than he can tell me how he feels about me embarrassing him in front of everybody and rejecting him and quote unquote emasculating him, all because I said no and then I went extra with it. Okay, just like that young lady who was, killed when she didn't want to give a guy her number. They were going back and forth with the guy. They were talking their stuff. They were going off. I would advise any young lady is that this is life or death when it comes to these modern men. They are unhinged, and you cannot be out late at night surrounded by a whole bunch of men because they are not going to protect you. You are your first protector. You are your first leader. You are the first person that's going to look out for you. Okay. And you have to think rationally in these situations. Like, I am very vulnerable right now. This man seems unhinged. He seems angry. Just put your pride and ego aside as a woman, because you are protecting yourself. This is not about stroking a man's ego or letting him win. This is not a win. A win is going home and being safe with no bruises on your face and alive and breathing. That's a win. Not in the moment where your ego is hurt or your pride is hurt or you're feeling some type of way. Simply tame the beast, smile. Okay, I can follow you on Instagram and, we'll start talking from there. I got to check you out. I got to check and see who you are. Like, I want to get to know who you are and where you're from a little bit. And we could talk from there and let things progress there. That's what I advise women. I don't give out my phone number. I exchange social media. Now, if this person says, I don't have social media, I don't have this, I'm going to be like, oh, well, is there any other contact that I can get from you other than a cell phone? Because I just personally had really bad experiences. But if he is so persistent, just take his number. Take his number. And if he is being more aggressive to getting your number, I would either give him your number and switch the digit at the end. And that last digit where you can remember which digit, not just a complete fake number, but just switch one digit at the end. So if he repeats it back or he has you repeat it back and then you give it to him and then you keep it moving. Or you can just give him your number and keep it moving and block him and never talk to him again. But the goal is to protect yourself. And then you're asking, why are they like this? Why are they sitting here going crazy? What is it about rejection that makes a man crazy like this, or to the point where he wants to harm you? Well, this guy on TikTok perfectly explained in his own way why men cannot take rejection, why a lot of men cannot take rejection.
Most guys are afraid of rejection because their entire life has been filled with safety nets, filled with backup plans. Modern society coddles you in every way possible. That is the default standard. So when it comes time to face a visceral rejection from a girl, it stings. Even the idea of being rejected by a girl makes guys fearful.
So there you have it. Ladies, please protect yourself. It is a sad situation, but if you have knowledge, wisdom, guidance, reading books, how to deal with these type of situations, put a smile on your face, your feminine energy is going to protect you, okay? Being masculine with a man and matching his energy is only going to make his masculine energy come after you and attack you. And you cannot protect yourself from a man that is probably 10 to 20 times stronger than you. It is not simply not worth it. And it's not worth it of getting other men involved, because men are scared of other men as well. So you can't expect every man to want to go up against an unhinged man, because that unhinged man is probably more likely going to kill that man than he would kill you if you would have just hit him with your feminine energy, relax the situation, smile and, oh, thank you. Here's my social media. I'll give you my this. I'll give you my Facebook, something to tame the beast. Ladies, stay safe out there. And until next time, I'll talk to you another day. Bye.